What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be covering the top 3 deck lists from the BerryTCG Weekly Tournament that happens every Friday night. It's a ton of fun to play, so if you guys want to join, it's completely free. Just check out DuelVoyager.com or join my Discord. Both are in the description. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, but without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So in first place, we had Tinkerer piloting Black Yellow Teach from OP16. This is just a really strong deck, and I know a lot of people say that it's not meta, that there's other better decks, and yeah, maybe some other decks are being played more, but that does not mean that Teach is not a huge threat in this format. And if you don't play specifically against this deck, it can feel really hard to beat it, and I think that's part of the reason as well why it hasn't always seen a top spot in many tournaments, is because people are specifically preparing for it because they know that it is the best deck, and this is why. To start, you can play the best 10 cost character in the entire game. I really think that this 10 cost Teach is really busted. It is incredible the fact that it's a blocker that can also negate your opponent's leader and one of their characters, and stops your opponent's character from attacking on the next turn, so you're stopping 2 of your opponent's attacks, plus you're just a yellow deck, so you have tons of life cards, and also your leader's effect is also able to redirect another attack, so it feels impossible to break through to hit your opponent's life. And even when you do, there are these really annoying triggers like San Juan Wolf, which boosts your leader to 7,000 power and draws a card, so it just is completely free. And you're also able to rest cards, KO small cards, and even give one of your opponent's characters or their leader minus 3,000 power during that turn. So you just have these crazy trigger effects that also are just these characters on KO effects. So your leader's able to redirect these attacks, and you're able to use these effects whenever you want to. So you're able to be very strategic about it. And to top it all off, you're able to pair it with some really broken cards like this 9 cost Boa Hancock that I'm a little surprised they're only playing 1 copy of, because it allows you to burn your opponent for 1 life card and give you a life card, which just puts crazy pressure on your opponent. With the 8 cost Teach, you're able to stack the top of your deck, and also with Shiryu, you're able to put a card from your trash into your life, so you're able to choose whatever you want again. So you just have plenty of options and resources, not to mention full lead that also just helps you search whatever card you need every single turn, just maximizing that consistency for you. And then because yellow is stupid strong, you also have the 8 cost Zehahaha event, which is able to play the 10 cost Teach and then burn your opponent's life cards. I don't understand why they made this card. It's really stupid, especially because you can also just obliterate your opponent's field the turn before. So yeah, Tinkerer was really able to pummel us last night, so if you think you can take him on, come and join us and help us take him down. In second place, we had Tortello playing Red Blue Lucy. This is another really defensive deck because you're just spamming your 7 cost Sabos onto the field, and these guys are able to play some really powerful cards like the 7 cost Fire Fist for free, which boosts your leader and lowers one of your opponent's characters by 8,000 power until the end of the next turn. So Sabo can stop 1 attack because he's a blocker, and this basically stops another attack, or you can just discard 2 extra cards and remove it from the field, which is not a big deal because this deck has tons of ways to draw. You have this 4 cost event which draws 2, trashes 1, and then plays a card out from your hand, which can be your 4 cost Cavendish, which is also able to draw 2 and trash 1 every single turn. Rebecca and Viola can search, and your leader can draw 1 card every single turn as long as you use an event with a base cost of 3 or more. This deck is able to really save up on resources because you have this really efficient 9,000 power blocker to really help stop your opponent's attacks and save your life cards and your cards in hand. On top of that, it's just really easy to take care of your opponent's characters, especially with them. They were playing the 7 cost Gravity Blade, able to remove 2 of your opponent's characters, and they're also of course playing the 5 cost Barrier Pistol, which is just really good at taking care of a lot of 5 cost cards, things like the 5 cost Yellow Nami, just things that have really annoying on KO effects, so you're able to get around those with this. Lucy is just really good at building up their whole field of Sabos while picking apart their opponent's field and then finishing off the game with the 10 cost Roger. I lost to Tortello in the second round. He dropped his Roger, and then I just tried to hold on for as long as I could, but there was really nothing I could do because his Sabos were too good at protecting his life, and they were also huge threats into my own. So congrats to Tortello for second place, and let's move right on to the third place deck. In third place, we had me. Let's go! I love playing Enel. It was one of the first decks that I ever played, and what can I say? Yellow is just really crazy right now. I know I was complaining about Black Yellow Teach, but that's completely different. I will be an Enel lover for life, baby. My favorite part about this deck is playing my 10 cost Enel as soon as I can on my 10 on turn, and then the turn afterwards, hopefully playing down the 10 cost Luffy, so I'll be a 7,000 power leader with 3 life cards because I'll be able to put myself to 2 life cards with Enel, and my leader can give me an extra life card every single turn. So there's basically no way you're going to lose the game at 7,000 power with a blocker, with 3 life cards, and with 2 12k beat sticks on the field every single turn. I found that it worked really well for me planting bodies on the field, especially the 5 cost Nami or the 5 cost Borsalino, basically right away on my 5 or 6 on turn. And then I found that I wasn't even often playing the 8 cost Teach. I mostly just have it in there because its trigger is insane. I was really consistent in being able to drop my 10 cost Enel and my 10 cost Luffy's without feeling a lot of pressure into my life. My only real problem was against Red Blue Lucy because he was able to use the 7 cost Fire Fist and lower my characters, especially my 10 cost Enel, by 8,000 power. So now he's just a 3,000 power character. So he was just able to attack over it right away, and that was a huge roadblock in this tournament for me. Even if I had a blocker like Borsalino, it just wasn't enough because he had a ton of attacks. And unfortunately, my Black Rope Dragon Twisters only hit 6 costs, and he has 7 cost Sabos on the field, so it felt really tough. Against everything else though, things went really well. I hit a lot of my triggers like my Jesus Burgesses and my Teaches, and I even was able to use the Hiyori to put the 0 cost event on the bottom of my life, so I was able to get a double heal, which really took my opponent by surprise because it actually ended up happening a few turns later. And there was even a cool instance with my 8 cost Teach where I was able to negate my opponent's 10 cost Roger and then pop one of their characters that was going to attack me, and then when they attacked, I was able to block because the Roger was now negated. If you want me to do a more in-depth video on my tournament matchups, just let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, make sure to check out DuelVoyager.com. I'm there all the time, so if you ever want to play against me, just shoot me a message. But anyways, if you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.